Hello, my name's Drew Bursey. I am a Canadian who's currently living in Australia. I've been living here for a little over a year and a half, and I'm loving it. Um, so I've been teaching over here, and with the whole coronavirus going on, it's given me a little bit more time than normal to think about things. And one of my friends, Thiago, he's a med student and he's vlogging, and I thought, why not give it a shot? So we'll see how this goes. So this vlog will be kind of about my teaching experiences as well as the things I do during my free time. Hopefully things will get a little bit more back to normal, so I'll be able to do more of those fun things, but time will tell. That's a little bit about me. So I first wanted to teach abroad somewhere. During my teacher's college, there's an education fair that was going on, and so a lot of agencies from overseas as well as different school boards were coming and saying, hey, come teach with us. And so I didn't really want to teach in Canada at that time, so I thought about teaching abroad. I was mostly leaning towards Southeast Asia or the UK, pretty much because that was the only agencies that were there at the education fair. But I had a few friends from university who were teaching in Australia, and so that kind of piqued my interest. It's an English-speaking country, so that would make it easier. And also I always wanted to learn how to scuba dive and surf. So I was kind of looking into that a little bit. On February 23rd, I messaged one of my friends who was teaching over there, and she gave me a little bit more information, and I decided to pursue that. So I emailed the company called Leading Out. That's who I applied to, and they helped me out with my interview, my resume, my visa, and transcripts and things like that. And so once I got accepted, they told me to contact the Victorian Institute of Teaching, which is the institute in Victoria where I'd be living, and I needed to get all my documents signed and ship them over there. It kind of costed a lot, like $70 or something like that, but it was expedited shipping because I needed to get it over there. So I'm over here now, so I guess it was worth it. And then once they looked over all my identification and transcripts and things like that, they sent me an email and shipped my card to my parents' address. So I couldn't really do any more preparation for Australia because I was a forest firefighter in Fort Frances, which is a tiny little town in northwestern Ontario. So I just waited until September, and then I had a month to get ready. So I did my packing, spent some time with family, and then got it started. So I'm gonna discuss my year and a half like really quickly. So I have a blog. I'm not really keeping it up to date. I think the last time was last December. No, that was anyways, a long time. So you can read those if you want more information, but I'll just give you the Sparks notes kind of thing. So I got to the Ottawa International Airport, got there so early, that we went out, and long story short, I missed my flight because, yeah. And then I also missed my flight from in San Francisco to Melbourne. So yeah, it was a little bit longer and I lost my luggage. But it's all good because I have my luggage now. I flew over to Australia and met my landlord and my housemates, and they're great. I was living there for 6 months or something, or 7 months. It was really good. And I was teaching in Langwarrin, which is a tiny little suburb that nobody knows about. Even people from Melbourne don't really know where it is. Yeah, and then so I went to I liked Australia a lot, so I wanted to look into different visas. So I was wanting to extend my stay, and I was thinking about permanent residency, but then I just put that off, and I had to do farm work. So I did my farm work in Australia. If you do 3 months of farm work, you can extend your visa for another year during the application process. So that's what I did, and I'm still here, so I passed. And then I moved in with so I did my farm work. I met some people up there. You can read another blog post I did. I think that's my last one. And then I came back here, worked until November, and then I went to Hawaii for 10 days, and then visited my family for a month and a bit in Canada, and then on the way back I went to the Philippines, and I did quite a bit of scuba diving there. That was February 2nd was when of this year was when I came back, and there's some talk about the coronavirus, but not a whole lot. So I was lucky enough to get into Australia well before things got heated. And yeah, so I started working. It was pretty normal. I was mostly working 5 days a week, and then the last week they closed the schools early, so they only went to school on Monday, and then the rest of the week was closed. So school holidays was extended for another week. So during that time, I wasn't really sure what I'd be doing, because if the schools went into lockdown, then I might not have a job. So I decided to do some online teaching, or look into online teaching, and complete a TESOL diploma, which is an English as a second language teaching course, as well as work for an ESL company called VIP Kid. So I'm applying with VIP Kid. I passed. I'm still in the contract phase, so I need to send them a few documents, but hopefully that'll be finished up pretty soon. And yeah, so that's my first year and a half in 9-ish minutes. So hopefully I will be able to do this, hopefully every week, and share my experiences as a Canadian teaching abroad. Yeah, hopefully if you have some ideas for future videos, let me know, like what I packed, or like the application process in greater detail, or something like that. I'd be happy to let you know. But that's it for now. Thank you very much.